Welcome to Klosterneuburg International School Gymnasium's native speaker boccaccioproject, where we tell stories in this time of quarantine. Look for a new story each Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 3 o'clock. My name's Sinead Browning, and this is a story from someone in Class 4C. How the Bear Got Its Name. A long time ago, at the beginning of the earth, God created the first animals. It was all fun until he noticed that he'd have to name every single one of them. Some of them were easy to name because of their special look. Some others were more difficult. He tried to name them after their habits and the sounds that they made, and after some time, when he'd already given more than half of the animals a name, he noticed that he had forgotten an important one. It was a brown, furry, tall animal with white, sharp claws. Of course, God would never admit it, but he was pretty scared of this creature. But he thought every animal deserves a name. He spent nights and days thinking just of this, but still couldn't come up with any solution. One day he was nearly giving up, and he met his old friend Petrus to ask him for help. But God wouldn't be God if he just admitted that he needed help. He didn't want to make it obvious that he was in trouble. However, they sat down, God brought some beer, and Petrus started talking. Petrus loved talking, and this is why God didn't invite him very often. But this time, it was good that Petrus talked all the time, because meanwhile, God could think about how he could bring up his problem in conversation. He didn't listen to Petrus at all. Sometimes he heard some sentences like, "The beer's good today," or "Have I told you what happened with my ear?" God was already very tired of all the thinking and was very amused by the fact that ear rhymes with beer. He noticed that you could even put these two words in one word, which would result in... God jumped up. This was it. He thanked Petrus for his visit and nearly pushed him out of the imaginary door. Of course, Petrus was very confused. He was just about to tell him what had happened to his knee last week. He stuttered, "You're very welcome, but tell me, what did I do exactly?" God was full of joy when he told him that he'd helped him to name an animal. "Did I? So what will you call it?" asked Petrus, happy and confused at the same time. When God answered, he smiled. "Petrus, it's a bear." Thank you to the student who submitted this story. Please subscribe. See you next time at 3 o'clock.